Hi everyone, so in this video tutorial I will be showing you how to navigate through the Common App website. Common App is probably going to be used from most of the colleges you are applying to, so it would be useful to know how to get through this, and I hope I can help you throughout this journey. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is navigate to commonapp.org and you will get this homepage. Let's focus on these two buttons here, sign in or create an account. So here you can create an account if you don't already have one, or you can sign in if you do have one. So I'll go to create an account first. 4 choices will show up, but I'm assuming most of you will either use first year student or transfer student. So pick whichever one applies to you. First year student refers to anyone who hasn't attended college yet, and this will be their first year attending. And transfer student applies to anyone who's already in college and they want to transfer to another college, or if you're in community college, you want to transfer to a 4-year university. In this video, I'll be going through the transfer student perspective, but first year students, don't worry, you can follow along too, because the only difference is the information you have to give. So for example, transfer students will have to put in their college coursework and their college GPAs and the colleges they attended, whereas if you're a first year student, you only have to put high school. So after you've created your account, you will get this sign in menu, and you can just fill out your username and your password and hit this blue sign in button. It will redirect you to the add program tab already, because this is where you can search for the schools you want to apply to and add them to your list. So for example, if I want to apply to the College of New Jersey, we can see here TCNJ, and there's 2 different applications, one for fall and one for spring. So here we can see the deadline. The fall application is due February 15th, 2022. The application fee is $75 and the admission plan is regular. This just means that they don't go by a first come first serve basis. So even if you submit your application now versus January, all the applications will still be looked at the same time, rather than looking at one that was submitted earlier in the year or one that was submitted later. So we can just hit this plus button here and we'll add it to the list. And let's say, for example, that I added the spring one instead, but I didn't want to. I can just click this button again and I can delete it. So once you've added all the colleges you want to apply to, you can just hit continue, or you can hit my application. So if we go to my application, we can see these 4 boxes here. So one is personal information, second is academic history, supporting information, and then program materials. Program materials is where the college application is for each of your college choices. So I only have one here, so TCNJ, but let's say if I add another one, let's say Miami University. If I go back to my application, we can see here that here's Miami University's application and here's TCNJ's. But before that, there's these 3 sections that we have to fill out. So for personal information, we have communication preferences, biographic information, contact information, all this stuff. So this is pretty basic information that you can just fill out. And here's academic history, where we'll ask you schools you've attended, coursework you've done, your GPA, and you can submit any standardized test scores. And here in supporting information, there's experiences, achievements, documents, and affirmation statements. So for experiences, this is where you can talk about any extracurricular activities, volunteering work, hobbies you may have, internships you've done, and achievements. You can add any awards you've been given. Here in documents, you can upload a resume if you want. And then here in affirmation statements, you just certify that all the information you put is true. So here, program materials is where the unique application for each school is. So these three sections, the personal information, academic history, and supporting information, these will all be submitted to the colleges, but for program materials, this is unique to each college. So for TCNJ, they have their homepage, and I would make sure to read through the homepage just in case there's extra steps that you need to do that's separate from the Common App. For example, TCNJ needs the college report, and this is done by filling the form out by your institution's registrar. Now, if we go to questions, this is where you can find the essays, stuff about yourself, what you want to study, if any of your family members have attended TCNJ. So here we can see the essays. So for the essays, I would recommend having a safe place for your writing, because you don't want to type, a whole essay out and then forget to hit the save button. So for example, if I type something and I hit save and I hit cancel instead and then I exit out the tab, I just lost all my work, and that would really suck. So make sure to hit save, or to have another place where you keep all your essays. So if I click save, then we can see here save successfully. And then finally, here at recommendations, this is where you can upload any letter of recommendations from professors, employers, or personal recommendations. For TCNJ, it looks like you don't need to submit any. It says 0 required, but it does say 2 total allowed, so you can upload letters of recommendations if you have them. It's just not guaranteed that the admissions will look at it. And then slide room, this just depends on your field of study. So if you're in art, you will probably use slide room, but if you're in bio, you probably won't. So once you're done with your application, you can go here to submit application. This green bar should be filled up, and the submit button will turn blue, and you can click on it to submit it. But let's say I don't want to apply to TCNJ anymore, so I could just hit this trash can and delete the program, and my application would be gone. So after you submitted your applications, you can go to check status, and this application status will say submitted or sent once you submit it. And you can also download your application for yourself just for safekeeping or for an extra copy. And that's pretty much it about the Common App. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you have any feedback, please let me know. I would like to do better in future videos. Good luck on your college applications. Good luck on your college essays. I will probably make a video about college essay advice, so look out for that in the future. And have a great day.